Welcome to Wanderlust with the Mackenzies. We have 10 quick tips for your next visit to Yellowstone National Park.
Tip number 1, pack for all kinds of weather. Today it is May 23rd and it is snowing. So ensure that you bring a warm coat, warm pants, hat, gloves, rain gear, and for hot weather as well, shorts, t-shirts, because anything is possible in Yellowstone.
Number 2, get your lifetime senior pass. It's about $80, and when you're 62, this card will last the rest of your life. Every time you go to a national park, you and everybody with you in your car get into the national park for free. Also good for national monuments. So I know not all of you are lucky enough to have made it to 62, but when you do, don't let this opportunity pass by. You'll find it on the internet, easy to do.
Number 3, plan for not having any internet access. If you are staying at a lodge inside the park, it's likely that you will not have Wi-Fi, and you will have little to no cell phone reception as well. So that means Google Maps, Apple Maps, some of those GPS-oriented type of tools may not work. So make use of that free map that the park ranger gives you at the entrance. Bring a good book and plan on actually talking to each other like you did back in 1994.
Number 4, buy gas. Keep your tank topped off because gas stations are few and far between and distances are further than you think and they take longer to get there and you might get stuck in a traffic jam. Who knows? So be prepared, buy gas.
And number 5, be patient. It's a huge park. It takes a long time to get from one end to the other, and more often than not, you're going to end up in a traffic jam that involves wildlife. It could be a herd of bison that are clustered on the highway, or perhaps a bunch of tourists who are stopping traffic to check out a family of grizzlies. Relax and enjoy. You're in Yellowstone National Park.
Tip number 6, stay in a hotel within the park. There are several of them. You can find them online, of course. Many of them are old and grand. Pretty much everything is fairly old. And when you stay in the park, you'll be a lot closer to everything during the day. Leaving to go out to Cody, Wyoming, or West Yellowstone, or north to Cook City, you've got a big long drive, and much of the time you wanted to spend in the park, you'll just be getting back into the park. Don't do that. Here's the thing, it's a little more expensive, and you do have to be planful. Some people book these hotel rooms a year in advance. So I say it's worth it. You'll have a great time, not commuting quite so much.
Number 7, bring binoculars. This is a mistake that we made even though we had a couple at home. We forgot to bring them. There are a ton of wildlife in the park, everything from bison to wolves to grizzly bears to black bears to elk. A lot of those animals are in the distance and tough to see without having a spotting scope or binoculars. Another tip is if you don't have this equipment, there are a ton of wildlife enthusiasts who do. If you approach them in a friendly manner and ask, are you having any luck seeing anything today? Often they'll let you have a peek whatever they're spying through their scope.
Number 8, bring snacks. You're going to be away for lunch or breakfast or something, and you're going to be hungry. You don't want to be hangry when you're at Yellowstone. So we loaded up the trunk. We look like the Beverly Hillbillies coming in. And we've got a nice big igloo filled with drinks and sandwich meats, and that way, if we need a little break and need a little something to eat, we've got it.
Either buy or rent bear spray. It's highly recommended in Yellowstone because there's a lot of wildlife. There are a number of grizzly and black bear in the park, so they recommend if you're going to be out and about that you have this handy braid at your hip and available. We bought ours online on Amazon because our local establishments don't sell bear spray, but there are Walmarts who sell it in Cody or just outside of the park. There are also different locations in the park where you can rent some as well.
And 10, don't approach the wildlife. The bears are faster, and the buffalo look calm until you get close to them. Just don't.
Thanks for watching Wanderlust Quick Tips. Happy travels and tell your friends.